Gay!
I did not want to make this video, if I'm being honest, but I'm going to because I've showed you guys the road to Hyrox in Rome, and I can't just show the good stuff. I have to show the truth and the bad stuff and be fully transparent, because otherwise I'm just another fucking influencer showing you the good stuff, the highlights. So last Monday, I picked up a pretty bad injury, woke up Monday morning, just had like really bad pain in my glute and hip. So not ideal. Over the course of the past week, so not Monday just gone, today's Wednesday, so like 9 days ago, I went to 3 different physios just to get different opinions and get the right conclusion. And they all said it's some sort of nerve irritation based on the symptoms and testing, possibly sciatic nerve irritation. And they all said it's fixable, but it just won't be fixed for the race. So over the past 7 to 10 days, I've had to drastically change my training, sometimes skip it altogether, depending on how bad the pain was. It's at its worst first thing in the morning because I've been sleeping all night. But then as the day goes on and I loosen up and move more, it kind of gets better. And the same with training. If I do a good warm-up and then start to move, I can kind of get through training and not really feel it a whole lot. But then obviously it's not ideal outside of training. So I've started to take ibuprofen a couple times a day, trying to avoid long periods of sitting, because when I sit down is when it's pretty bad as well. So I've had to adjust a lot of training. It's not the best run up. I've been really confident in my fitness all the way up to this point, and now this is just throwing a spanner in the works. So it's 25 past 10 on Wednesday morning. I'm booked into the doctor for 11 to see what he thinks, and if like maybe some stronger anti-inflammatories or whatever it is. At this point, I don't know if I'm going to race. We'll see what the doctor says. I kind of have to weigh up the pros and cons. Is it really worth me forcing myself to do that race and potentially having a longer lay off the far side? I don't really know, but at the same time, I've put in so much work and I've been so excited for this race because my fitness has come a long way. So I don't just want to not do it. Like maybe forcing myself to do it is the answer. I don't know. It's been a tough 7 to 9 days mentally, trying not to just go negative and be annoyed and frustrated and sad and all of the emotions, because I've put in so much work and now this has come up like falling at the fucking last hurdle, as the expression goes. So I'm going to go to the doctor and we'll see what he says and we'll go from there. But yeah, fucking sucks. Not the best run into Hyrox Rome after such a really good positive build up. And feeling confident in my fitness, but we'll see how the next hour goes. Just back from the doctor, explained the situation, told her what the physio said, told her how I was feeling, symptoms, told her about the race Saturday. She basically said, is there an option to not race? I said, not really. So she said, she gave me stronger anti-inflammatories, first of all, diclofenac. Try to say that without laughing. So take those. She also gave me 2 muscle relaxants, which she said you're only allowed to take them at nighttime. Diazepam, which I've heard of before, and I don't think I've heard of them for good reason. So she said don't take them and expect to do anything. So only take them at nighttime. So I might try one of those tonight, probably not Thursday night because we're flying Friday morning. And if they knock you out pretty good, I don't really want to be struggling to get out of bed Friday morning. So hopefully they will show some improvement. I've got a running session to do now, which I'm going to do outside. I do most of my running on the treadmill, but just to get some outside feel close to the race, I'm going to wear my race shoes as well, which I've been wearing kind of once every 2 weeks just to keep in touch with them. So it's 10 to 15 minute warm up, 2 minutes hard, 3 minutes easy. 5 rounds and then 10 to 15 minute cool down. So not a whole lot in the way of amount or volume, but the 2 minutes of hard will be a nice bit of intensity to get my heart rate up and keep me fresh coming into the race Saturday. So I'm feeling a bit more optimistic, feeling like I am going to race, and hopefully these will help reduce some of the pain, and then I can continue doing like rehab exercises that I got from physios, and just having a lot of coaches who are good friends who reached out and made suggestions. So hopefully that will provide some relief and we will be all good to go Saturday, but I'm kind of taking it day by day, if I'm honest. I'm not fully committed to racing. I'm not fully committed to not racing. I'm just seeing how I am and showing up, and I'll see how these things affect me. So I'll be back after the running session. 3 intervals down. Glute and hip are not feeling the best after, to be honest. So we'll see how the rest goes. Session done, so just cooling down now. And weirdly enough, when I'm doing my fast pace, it feels fine. When I'm running slow, I feel it a lot more. But the pace felt fine. I was running the intervals at 3:45 per kilometre pace, and it felt good. So that's the most frustrating part. So the plan now is just to stretch, do a lot of mobility, and then see how I feel tomorrow and the next day, and kind of make a call. I'm going to Rome either way, because the flights and hotel are paid for. So it'll either be a fun holiday. It'll be a fun holiday either way, but it'll be a sightseeing trip or it'll be a race trip. Yet to be determined.